WWE superstars Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss are involved in an intriguing storyline on Friday Night SmackDown. However, the Queen recently broke character to share her reaction to the 5 Feet of Fury's emotional social media update. Earlier today, Little Miss Bliss posted an update on X/Twitter, revealing that her cousin Vanessa, who had been battling cancer, had passed away. She penned a heartfelt message for her late family member. Alexa's X/Twitter update caught the attention of several WWE superstars, including Charlotte Flair. The multi-time champion responded to the post with heart hands and folded hands emojis. You can check out the X/Twitter update below. The Stanford-based promotion initially hinted at a potential alliance between Alexa and Charlotte, as the two stars were involved in a few backstage segments. However, the two competed in the Queen of the Ring tournament's first-round fatal 4-way match on the latest edition of SmackDown. Charlotte Flair appeared to be winning the contest when she had all the fire locked in the figure 8. However, Alexa Bliss nailed Candice LeRae with a sister Abigail and secured the win via pinfall before fire tapped out. Flair and Bliss had a stare-down afterward, teasing a feud down the line. Alexa Bliss was the only former winner in the 2025 Women's Money in the ladder match. Although she tried to use her experience throughout the bout, it was Naomi who managed to retrieve the briefcase. Speaking on Sportskeeda Wrestling's Legion of Raw, former WWE head writer Vince Russo opined that Bliss should have won the match. The veteran claimed that she needed the win more than the glow. Russo noted that the win would have helped Alexa kickstart her much-awaited storyline with the Wyatt Six. Following her win on the latest edition of WWE SmackDown, Bliss will now face the winner of the last first-round match scheduled for Monday Night Raw in the semifinals. It will be interesting to see if she can inch closer to the crown and a title opportunity after setbacks at Elimination Chamber and Money in the Bank. It's not every day that the Queen of WWE lets her crown down. But when Alexa Bliss, 5-time women's champion and one of the most dynamic performers in the WWE Universe, shared an emotional, vulnerable update with fans this past weekend, even Charlotte Flair had to take a pause. And her reaction? It was equal parts heartfelt, raw, and empowering. Alexa Bliss opens up. It started with a simple black and white video. No pyro, no glam, just Alexa Bliss, real name Lexi Cabrera, sitting by a window in a soft hoodie, no makeup, voice shaking slightly as she shared her truth. I've been struggling, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Wrestling has been my passion since I was a kid. But lately, I felt like I've lost a piece of myself. This isn't a retirement post. This is just a human one. She talked about the whirlwind of pressure, performance anxiety, public perception, and the struggle to balance life behind the curtain with a spotlight that never dims. Though she didn't go into specifics, she hinted at mental health battles, creative burnout, and personal losses that had compounded in recent months. I need time. I need to breathe. I need to heal. And I need to remember who Lexi is. The video ended with a deep breath, a soft smile, and a whisper. I love you guys. I'm not done. But I need a moment. Charlotte Flair. The Queen speaks. Just hours after the video went viral, earning millions of views and heartfelt responses from fans, fellow superstars, and even legends of the ring, Charlotte Flair took to her Instagram story with a message of her own. And let's be real, no one expected this level of openness from WWE's most decorated female performer. To my sister in the ring and beyond, take all the time you need. Wrestling will always be here. But so will your health, your peace, your joy. Lexi, you've always inspired others by being fierce, but you're even more powerful in your honesty. You've got this. We've got you. Attached was a photo. Charlotte and Alexa hugging backstage after a match in 2019, both smiling, sweat-soaked, exhausted, and happy. The caption? Behind every strong queen is another queen holding her crown when she forgets how. The wrestling world reacts. The moment sparked an avalanche of support. Bailey reposted the video with the words, "Love you always, Lexi." Heal how you need to. Becky Lynch commented, real courage isn't in the ring. It's in showing the world your wounds. Even Rhea Ripley, not typically one for sentimentality, tweeted a single emoji, followed by, respect. Always. But Charlotte's message stood out. For years, the two had often been pitted against one another, on-screen rivals, off-screen contrasts. Alexa, the mischievous spark plug. Charlotte, the powerful tactician. The 5-foot dynamo versus the statuesque queen. Fans often speculated that they were more colleagues than friends. And yet, here was Charlotte, not just speaking as a co-worker, but as someone who understood. A mental health turning point in WWE? This moment marks something bigger than two superstars showing love. It's part of a broader shift in how WWE is embracing vulnerability and emotional wellness. Alexa Bliss has always been an open book with her fans. She's spoken in the past about her history with eating disorders, anxiety, and the pressure of perfectionism. But this message hit different. It wasn't just a note. It was a release. And Charlotte Flair's response wasn't just support. It was recognition. From one alpha to another, WWE is known for its toughness, its grit, and its never show weakness mantra. But recently, more and more superstars are saying, enough. We're human. We bleed. We break. We burn out. And we come back stronger. The Queen and the Goddess. A complicated bond. While Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss have shared the ring many times, most notably during cross-brand promotions and Survivor Series showdowns, their relationship has often flown under the radar. In a 2022 podcast, Alexa said, we've always had this quiet respect for each other. I'm Flash. She's Force. But I always admired how much pressure she carried. Being Ric Flair's daughter? That's not easy. She makes it look effortless. But I know it's not. Charlotte, in an earlier interview that same year, had said, people underestimate Lexi. She's tiny, but she's a giant when it comes to storytelling and emotion. She makes you feel something. Not everyone can do that. They might not be tag partners or besties, but there's something unshakable between them. A mutual reverence forged in fire. What's next for Alexa Bliss? While Alexa hasn't confirmed any timeline for her return, insiders suggest she's been given an open-ended leave of absence to focus on personal healing. WWE, in a statement, said, Alexa Bliss remains a valued member of our family. Her health and well-being are our top priority. We support her decision to take the time she needs. Meanwhile, fans are already speculating on how her return could be epic. Maybe a repackaged character, a surprise Royal Rumble entry, or even a new path as a mentor or manager if in-ring return takes time. Whatever the case, Alexa's legacy is secure as one of the most emotionally compelling superstars of her generation. Charlotte Flair, from competitor to comforter. What's perhaps most striking in this entire story is Charlotte Flair's transformation, not just as a wrestler, but as a person. She's no longer just the queen, the seemingly invincible, title-hungry competitor. Over the years, she's shown fans glimpses of Ashley Flair, the woman behind the persona. And in this message to Alexa, she revealed her heart. She didn't offer advice. She didn't minimize. She simply stood beside her peer and said, I see you. In the world of pro wrestling, that kind of empathy is as powerful as any finisher. Final thoughts. When queens lift each other up, the wrestling world thrives on rivalries, heels and faces, betrayals and chair shots. But beyond the script, there's a sisterhood, a bond forged through shared bruises, 5 a.m. flights, and the roar of the crowd. In reacting the way she did, Charlotte Flair reminded us all of something simple but profound. Even the strongest among us needs someone to hold their crown when it gets heavy. And right now, Alexa Bliss is being lifted by her peers, her fans, and most beautifully, by the women who know what it's like to stand under the spotlight and still feel unseen. We'll miss Alexa in the ring, but we love seeing Lexi find her light again. What do you think? Should WWE build a real-life story arc around female superstars supporting each other through mental health battles? Let us know in the comments.